Hello and welcome, Cancers. This is going to be your weekly reading. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Before I get into the reading, there's some updates on the channel. Starting next week, there's going to be a new schedule. Yes, we're getting more organized over here. So, Mondays, I will be doing fire sign readings. Tuesdays, earth signs. Wednesday will be water signs. And Thursday are air signs. Now, this week, because it's late and I just, started this yesterday, I have to catch up. So I'm doing this for next week. This is going to be the reading for the 10th to the 16th. But the reading that I do, the postings I do next week will be for the following week, for the 17th. And going ahead, it will be for the upcoming week. So just to let you guys know, we're going to get right into it, Cancers. These are general readings, general meaning they may or may not resonate. So if it doesn't resonate, let's say for your sun sign, check those other placements, moon, rising, Venus. So I'm going to get into and see what's going on with my lovely Cancer, sun, moon, rising, Venus placements. Messages do you have for my lovely Cancer, sun, moon, rising, Venus placements? Cancer. So we have the King of Wands. So you could be a Cancer, Leo, cusper. Could be someone you're dealing with. This person is very charismatic. They are very passionate. They command a room. They're that person in the room that can charm everybody. Like if you bring this person to meet your family, they're gonna charm. They're gonna charm the pants off of these people. Let me tell you. They know the right things to say. Now, we'll find out if we should believe everything they say, but as of now, I'm feeling positive about your reading. So we have next up for you, Six of Cups. So for some of you guys, this could be someone from your past, whether it's someone that's returning from your past, someone that you have a lot of history with. Now, it also could indicate a past life kind of connection. So just a heads up. Oh yeah, we're going to shuffle some more and see what we get. We also have the World card. World card is fixed energy. It's a completion. There's a lesson that's been learned here. And it feels like with your relationships, Cancer, you're kind of having a mental checklist or like revisiting and thinking about how far you've come. So what do I mean when I say that? There were some not so great relationships that you can't even see why you were in them. Like some of you guys have grown so much, hence the world learned your lessons, that a part of you sometimes you're kind of like disgusted about what you accepted. Don't be, you're just growing and maturing. Sometimes we all look back, not everybody, let me not ever say all. Some of us, let's say most, look back and look at some of the people we date and we're like, ooh. Or it's just the treatment. It's not even about how they looked, but it's like that treatment. What was wrong with me, right? Some of you guys felt that way, but I think you've changed a lot and you've grown a lot and you're only accepting like people who treat you good or reciprocal in nature. So listen, sometimes it's tough to get to a lesson. Judgment, right? Judgment, whew. As long as you acknowledge how much growth you have. Also, it's about you're taking your power back. Cancers, you took your power back. You like, I have a choice in what once you get to that point, that level of accountability and making your own choices, it's like, no one's making this choice for me. Do I decide to stay here in this? What is it given to me? Is it making me feel good about myself? Am I feeling happy? Am I feeling understood? Am I feeling cared for? No, none of those things. Well, I don't have to be in this situation. And if it feels good when you say that to yourself more and more, Cancer, because some of you guys, it could be a returning past lingering person. And for the first time, and they may not even be used to this version of you, this healed, evolved version, where they try to play on the good times you had. That person that comes in, we always laughed a lot. We always had a great time. And they know how to get you to the point of thinking of just the good times, the nostalgia, right? We used to just sit around and do nothing. Yeah, we did. Oh, remember that time we went on this date or we went to this place And yes, it was good, but then you can have another 10 things that they did that was detrimental to you. Yeah, thank you for that once in a while, good time, but let's say the relationship was 70% bad, that 30%, should it overweigh that? Like I can understand nothing's perfect. Yes, there could be a relationship, maybe 25% you're like, oh man, that was rough. But 75 was so good. You feel like good about it overall, but it feels like it was opposite. So yeah, they don't know why you're not falling for that anymore, or the going back, because the world card is there. And we also have strength, Leo energy. A lot of Leo here. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Leo like energy. As I said, that is your neighbor sign, so you can have it in your chart. But just checking my mic. But yeah, man, the lioness, Cancer, you are kind of embodying. I'm feeling like some Leo energy, and we're not even. I don't even think anything's transiting in Leo, so that's the funny part. Like for you guys to be like kind of, very commanding and very sure of yourself, and the manipulation tactics, that stuff doesn't really work on you or isn't working on you this week. The Fool card. You want new. You're taking a leap of faith. Some of you guys, Cancers as a crab, right? Crab, it's hard to let go of things, especially things that have meaning to you. Relationships aren't easy just for you to walk away. It's just not. You have a deep connection with someone. It's very special. I feel like that's for most people. But Cancer, you take it hard because you feel like you do everything in your power. So why feel guilty? You're starting to come to that realization. Before you used to feel guilty still. You could have had every reason to tell someone F off, or I don't want to be with you anymore, or I am over this. But somehow those relationships or this person, they knew how to pull at your heartstrings. It was like you were apologizing sometimes. Like, let's say you was getting mad at them, they did something wrong. How come at the end of that you were apologizing? That's really what it feels like. Like you ended up apologizing. You're like, maybe later, you're like, hey, how did that happen? I addressed them with an issue. How did it get flipped on me to the point where now I'm defending myself, to where I'm apologizing? That you're like, wow, that's really messed up, right? You couldn't even acknowledge or take accountability how I was feeling. You could have brought up your issues with me at another time. This was my concern. This was my time. And, I'm happy it feels like you're that world card. Some of you guys up and moved and left and just new adventures, new adventures. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Yeah, is there someone new? Temperance, Sag energy. You're pouring so much into yourself with this Nine of Cups. I'm getting you're going out, your social life, or at least adding to your calendar this week. You could be looking up stuff to do. Whatever it is you like. It doesn't. I'm not saying you have to go crazy. Like, might book a trip, or you might just go to like a local botanical garden, a park, go hiking, or find like a little cafe you can go to. You're really exploring, and you're exploring full of confidence. I love this for you. Some of you guys, there is someone new, and if it is, you're not letting your past dictate how you move. You're going to jump all in, especially if this person is jumping all in, because you know your boundaries. You know how to speak up now, so you don't fear it anymore. You don't fear your choices. You're trusting your intuition, because you know if this new person at this point, if they start acting up, you know how to leave. You know how to walk away, but you also know how to state throughout the process, the getting to know each other process, what will work for you and what will not. And having that, you feel more confident in dating, or you feel more confident moving forward. So that could be it with someone where you're just like coming to this conclusion that you can trust your decisions and jump in. So if it is a King of Wands, the King of Wands, yes, they're very charming. Yes, but if they want you, they're very passionate, and they're going to be active in pursuing you. So we're going to finish this off with advice cards. I'm using the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. I don't know how much advice to give you right now, Seems like you guys have been doing a lot of work, but we're going to see what Spirit has to say. So advice for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cancer. You see the cards just, they're laying there. Advice for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cancer placements. Ooh. So we'll take the 3 over here, put these cards back. So we'll turn that around. We'll save that to be a little surprise. So we had first thing, Mouse Spirit. And Mouse Spirit says tend to the small things, because the small things become bigger things. So let's say you know a certain behavior, it might irk your nerves a bit, right? Or it's really annoying. You can lay that down early, right? Be vocal. I feel like in the past, you guys really didn't use your voice. So things, as I said, would build up until it was at an unmanageable point. So tend to the small things. And it doesn't even have to be nitpicking. It doesn't have to be nagging. It could just be a conversation like, hey, I like this when you do this. Hey, I'm not really into this. This is just something that it bothers me. You know? I know when you say stuff out loud, doesn't communication sound so easy? But when you're in it, it's like mute or it's hard to talk. That's what I get with some of you guys. Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace and trust yourself. You can give. And I feel like you're going to, Cancers, people love that about you. You're the mother of the zodiac, nurturing, loving, kind, intuitive. And you can give, right? You can trusting your intuition, by the way, that you can give to people and they will give back. And if they don't, remember, you just don't have to deal with them. I also feel like this could be someone coming in and they're giving to you. They're lightening your load. They're not taking from you. They're also giving you gratitude, and grace. So that's beautiful. And the last one we have, ooh, remember I tell you about these lion energies? I'm feeling Leo all over your reading. Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. Oh, look at that lion. Roar. And when it says be generous of spirit, I feel like Cancers, it's more of being generous with yourself, your time, and yeah, you don't have to, I don't want to say run anymore, but you don't have to, you know, what's the word I want to use? You don't have to minimize yourself, right? You're the lion, you're courageous, speak out loud, roar loud. What do you need? And you'll get it. Your wish fulfillment comes when you're able to kind of get to that place. But I love this for you. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. If it resonated with you, go ahead, give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you aren't subscribed, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. And I want to thank you all so much for your constant support. I am extremely grateful and thankful, and I hope you have an amazing day. All right, bye guys.